Hello, it's me, GhostCritic, back with my pick of the week. And it's been a while since we've seen the last issue, but Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips are back with issue 5 of The Fade Out. It was fantastic. Now, I know that I heard, I think it was DNA Comics, say in his pull list video this week that yes, it has been a couple of months since we saw The Fade Out, and it's kind of like, well, what was this story about? Where were we going with it? Where's the story progression here? And you know, that yes, right at the beginning of this story there has been a murder of an actress, and you're wondering, where is that story going? Where's the investigation on this? And in this issue, believe me, we get no further in that story. However, we do focus, cover star here, Phil Brodsky, who is the head of the studio security. And basically his job, as we see in this issue, is to keep undercover any scandals that could affect the picture house that he works for. I think they're called Victory Pictures. So we see him looking after our senile co-founder of the film company Al Camp, as he's going to some kind of seedy bars, getting drunk and making, I guess, sexual advances towards girls that are young enough to be his daughters, really. And basically, you know, he's there to keep the keep everyone in line. They're the kind of subordinates, obviously. And it is a great character study of Brodsky and what he has to do, and it can get quite violent at times and menacing and threatening. But Brubaker and Phillips have obviously kind of researched this time in Hollywood very carefully, because again, like so many of his past work, the attention to historical detail is fantastic. This is obviously an era Brubaker and Phillips love very much, because you see it in the pages of the comics. You know, this is how Hollywood of the 50s worked, where scandals were covered up. News reporters were paid off so stories wouldn't get leaked to the papers and make the film company's squeaky clean, glamorous image be tainted. Actors' sexual preferences were tolerated as long as they were careful, didn't make it too public, and anything that was getting that way was clamped down very much. And here we see the kind of fallout from that kind of threatening attitude from Brodsky. And obviously we see a lot of the way that the treatment of women were in the 50s, especially these actresses that were expected to look a certain way, act a certain way, do as they were told. They were commodities. The whole treatment of this book is beautiful. I will admit, issue to issue, it is not a difficult read, but it's a slow read, but it is also a very rewarding read. If you don't want to have to wait for issue to issue, or you don't like this kind of slow moving, more character driven storyline, but like the whole of it as a whole, I would wait for a trade on this and read it in one go. You'll probably get much more out of it that way. Me, I can't wait that long for a trade to come out, and I would rather wait a month or two between issues than have to wait 6 or 7 months until a trade comes out. Thoroughly enjoyed this issue, thoroughly recommend it to every one of you out there. Go find the back issues. If you must, wait for the trade, but definitely pick it up.